I know exactly what I'm doing. DFG, you heard? Yeah, I'm from the streets where the hood was swallowing me. Bullets are following me. These haters out to get me. Look how this Prada fit me. We move around with blickies. I got that bag, not a stash. Thick as Lionel Richie's. Jack riding out the 50. Trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper.
Matter of fact, without saying certain things, two of the most dangerous groups on the road, least expected. So when you got guys come up here and they're like, yeah, I did 13 years jail, nigga, I was all right, nigga, but cool. Yeah, I expect you to say that. All right, word, cool. How many people you killed? Word, all right, cool, no doubt. Right. But when you hear some shit that you never expected in your life, I'm more intrigued by that because that person wasn't promoting that. Mm-hmm. Two of the most well-equipped, for lack of a better word, groups on the road in the 80s, 89 and on. You ready? Jodeci and De La Soul. Oh, shit. Yo, if you pull up a picture of Chris Lighty, God rest his soul, he had a scar right here. That happened at a club called MK's on 25th and 5th Avenue.
Did Red Alert tell us this story?
Maybe he could have.
This sounds familiar. This sounds familiar.
And I was there.
So all out brawl.
I'm just looking for the real niggas in rap. I'm always like Forrest Gump. I'm always someplace I'm not supposed to be by myself. And there was a melee. And I'm talking about reclining chairs is flying. Somebody cut Chris. And De La Soul lost they motherfucking minds. I was in the middle of the dance floor just mesmerized like, oh shit, is that a reclining? Who threw that? Yo, they was getting bit. Yo, bro, they was getting busy. I couldn't believe it. I can show you DMs from me and Dave that died, God rest his soul.
Rest in peace.
Because I was a personal trainer for 30 years. Nutrition first, right? And whatever he was going through. I don't know, we connected on Instagram and I shipped him some products. You know what I'm saying? Some organic products and stuff like that, to flush his system. That was my man. And then when he died, his wife reached out to me and was like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew. And then me and Posh connected. I've always known Maceo. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Mace. Pull up, bro.
Great guy.
Chop it up. Like, please pull up. Especially after you hear this story.
Great guy.
Right.
But the people that I was cool with, they'll tell you a story you won't ever hear. Because it's like the people that know you, right? And now you're on this podcast. Everywhere you go, yo, man, what up? Yo, man, yo. They don't know you.
Right.
They know you from the show. So when I tell you nobody's ever seen me do crime, that's my claim to fame. So when you say, oh, real nigga, gangster, not me. I'm like, all right, well, what do you know? Tell me what substantiates that.
Only what you told me.
Ha-cha-da-da-cha. You know what I'm saying? Like ha-cha-da-da-cha.
You seem to have you get irritated with a poorly told story.
Yeah, you just, you know
poorly
why?
told interview.
Because he's much better at telling them.
Yeah.
But you know why? You know why? Tell the truth.
But you don't necessarily want people to tell the truth that you're involved in.
But here's the thing.
Now, I say this, hold on, let me say this. I say this all the time. If you ever been involved in anything, all the ill niggas, there's always a little part of you that wants people to know, yo, I'm an ill nigga. You don't want to say it.
You think so?
But you kind of course you do.
You think so?
Because the motivation behind being an ill nigga is built on principles that you want people to understand.
Okay, stop right there. I'm not even gonna look that way. Have. Tell him. Is he correct? Have I always been? Matter of fact, so in my neighborhood, right, all the young kids, I'm the youngest of 8, but I've never really had the pleasure of being brought by an older sibling. Like, that's my big brother. I've had big brothers and sisters, but I've never been taken care of.
Right.
I've always been getting money. I've always had more than I was supposed to have as a kid. I've had Puff on the block. I've had Jay on the block. I've had everybody imaginable on the block for them to see. And they are mesmerized by that.
Right.
I had a corner house. So on my back patio, I had a gym. Always take the kids. Yo, come on, let's go work out. Come on, man. Y'all got to work out. Everybody, come on, let's work out. I got some chicken in the oven. I'm baking for the church. Go get dressed, go shower, change. We going to church. I'm taking y'all niggas to church. Right. Am I lying here? Have I? And then if I'm in the studio, come on, let's go to the studio. Yo, bro, I had a kid with me. Actually, it's his best friend. I came up with his older brothers, right? And his brothers are older than me. One passed, God rest his soul, Terrence Gittins. Right? It was me, him, and Chubb Rock in a group. So now, when they moved around the neighborhood, they came from, I think, Albany Peas, right? So when they came in Flatbush, Terrence was like, yo, we should start a rap group. I was like, all right, let's start a rap. He said, yeah, you could write my rhymes. I was like, whoa, nigga, wait. And he's like, I'm telling you, because he was business. So fuck it, I'll do it. So he's looking for a third member. You know this story? So one day he calls my crib, yo, come down the block, but don't laugh. I'm like, why am I coming down the block? And why are you ordering me not to laugh? You see, yo, just come down the block. I want you to meet somebody. So I come down the block. Right. There's a guy out there with cut off slacks, little Jerry curl, some gold chains on. Big dude. I'm like, what's up? He said, yo, man, this is the third member of our group. I'm looking at him going, what? And he's like, yo, man, Shawn, this is such and such Shawn. Let him hear something. And the dude is rhyming. He's nice. I'm like, damn, he is nice. They found somebody to pay for us to go in the studio. So we did a demo. I thought it was really good. But now they don't know nobody. I know Kango. So I'm like, we got to go to Kango house.
Right.
So we walked from 43rd to 49th. Ring Kango bell. I'm like, yo, nigga, got a demo. You got to hear this shit. He plays. He said, man, this is good. We got to go to Howie's house. Howie T. So he drives and we walk. he had a 280Z, right? 2-seater. When we got to Howie's crib, bro, Howie opens the door and he goes, what do y'all want? Mean, I mean mean, bro. And he's like, he looks at the big guy. He's like, Richard, what are you doing here? I was like, wait, time out.
Not Richard.
Y'all know each other? He said, man, our mothers are sisters. That's my cousin. I said, yo, bro, why you didn't fucking tell me that you knew Howie? You got me going through all of this with Kango. Bro, you could have brought us straight here. He was so quiet. He wasn't a talkative guy, but he was a real good rapper. Brought us in the crib, played the demo. Howie was like, who's this? Terrence said, this is me. You wrote your rhyme? He's like, nah. He said, man, rappers write their rhymes in my studio, bro. Nah. He said, this you, Richard? Pretty good. Third person, me, said, this you? All right. Separated us, made us solo artists, kicked out the third person. Chubb Rock.
Hitman Howie T, good looking G.
It was Chubb Rock. Richard Simpson.
Wow.
So let me give you another fun fact. Ready? Ready, Math?
Yeah, go ahead.
You remember one of Public Enemy's first records where he said, Terminator X, and he scratched, rock and roll. hear rock and roll, terminated. That's Chubb Rock's first single, Rock and Roll Dude. Pull it up on YouTube. Chubb Rock and Domino, Rock and Roll Dude.
Say word.
See, we gonna talk hip hop.
You goddamn, man.
We have
you got
to-
some.
It has to be interesting. There has to be a fun fact involved. And it gotta be digging of gems. Right? Because that's interesting, no?
Preaching to the choir.
But you understand what I'm saying?
Of course I
Right.
do.
Right. I appreciate the story.
Meaningful.
Yeah, you're definitely getting us in some shit, but you know, it's great.
So now, in East Flatbush, if your block association could afford Howie T to do your block party, you had a lot of money. Because when Howie came out, bro, you're gonna hear his shit 10 blocks away. He had speakers tall as the trees. It was clear. He was a battle DJ, right? He had MCs. Kango and Dr. Ice, they popping right on the side. I'm a little kid. I'm not even supposed to be off the block. I'm going, fuck my dad. This shit is crazy. I need in.
Yeah, right.
So when Howie was a DJ, his name was Count Disco. First person in East Flatbush to make a record was Howie T. The group was called CD3. And the name of the record was called Get Tough. Regular rotation on Kiss FM at least 12 times a day. So before Full Force got on, Howie was on. Only person in the neighborhood with a studio. So if you wanted to make a demo, you had to go beg him to record you, right? And Howie would kick you out his house. All the Full Force hit records, I was like the studio mascot.
Wow.
Howie did damn near all the beats. But we didn't know about publishing back then. Right? So, do you remember anything Full Force ever did? Well, you know they had Lisa and Cold Jam, they had Cheryl Pepsi Riley, blah, 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 blah. Well, one of their
Kid
big...
and Play soundtracks and stuff.
Yeah, but that was...
later on.
That wasn't our camp.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
So when Howie and Kango did Whistle, We're Only Bugging, that was their coming of age, where they figured out Full Force was taking all the money. Get what I'm saying? So I used to be at Howie's studio. I spent years there without recording anything. So anybody that came to Howie's studio, I was just a pain in the ass, torturing them. So they had this guy from East New York used to always come with demos. It sounded horrible, and he'd come to Howie for help. And Howie, nice guy, he'd change all the sounds and make it reputable to submit to whoever he was playing it for. Every time this guy came by, I opened the door, what the fuck you doing here, man? What do you want? Piece of shit. Right? He'd be like, yo, is Howie here? I'm like, yeah, he's here. Why? Howie would be like, come on, Shawn, let him in. He come in. He played a demo. I said, that shit sound like shit. I just fucked with him. I was an asshole, bro.
Right.
Yo, get out of here, bro. That shit sound like shit. Go flush it in the toilet. Howie changed all the sounds. So he said, yo, what's the deal? He said, nah, I got to submit it to this manager that I know that's working on this new group. Cool. So that shit sound like shit. It ain't going nowhere. Don't ever come back, you piece of shit, right? Tortured him. That record was Poison, BBD.
Get the fuck out of here.
My hand of God.
Say word.
It gets worse. So now, I'm going, damn, I've never been so wrong in my life. I didn't hear that, right? He did a deal with the manager where he was already fucked with no publishing. How we didn't know? So he's like, yo, when the song gotta be registered at BMI or ASCAP back then, really BMI, yo, you list me down as a co-producer or whatever, right? Nah, gone. Record sold 3 million out the gate. Wow. Now, if you sell 1 million records and you know how to budget your money, you never have to sell another record. Okay? Yo, he comes back with another demo. You think I would learn my lesson the first time? I'm like, I don't fuck with you. I can't stand you. Piece of shit. This shit is trash. It's worse than the first one. how he changes all the sounds, tells him, yo, man, don't let what happened the last time happen again, man. Get that shit right. He takes the record, he does it again.
What joint is this?
Sex You Up by Color Me Bad.
Oh my God.
Another 3 million. I said, damn, I quit. My ear is off.
Yo, we're gonna take a 5-minute break.
They said money changed niggas. If you a real nigga, ain't gonna change much about you. But it will bring some snakes around you. Pray for counsel when you find out what that cake amount to. Lord, I'm so thankful for your blessing. I ain't stressing cause I'm focused on the cash route. Satan's still working overtime, but I pay him no mind, and that's probably what he mad about. I be hopping on planes, touching clouds, while these haters and these thirsty ass bitches trying to grab clout. Praying to you, please keep the police off me if I ever gotta take one of they ass out.